Hey guys, this video is going to be a review on the lighter on the right here, the Zippo Slim. I have a full-size Zippo for comparison for this video. This is for my lighter people. I know I've kind of neglected the Zippo stuff early on. I showed a lot of Zippo related videos and lighters in general, and then I kind of veered off into knives and then most recently gun stuff. So I apologize for that. Every now and then I still will be able to get a lighter related video up, if not Zippo tricks or more reviews like this and just other lighter related material. So anyway, like I said, I get a lot of requests from the lighter guys and in some cases girls, and they want to see new Zippo stuff, so that's what this video is. So like I said, I have a Zippo Slim here on the right and a full-size Zippo on the left. They're both satin finish. I did trade most of my Zippo lighters off for a knife, but I did keep a bunch of them. Well, maybe not a bunch. I have probably a dozen, maybe a little more than a dozen right now. Most of them have sentimental value to me. But anyway, I did pick the two satin finish ones just to give you, a direct comparison. If I went with two different designs, you might get distracted by the designs. But anyway, as you see, the main difference really between a Zippo, a full-size Zippo or regular Zippo, and a Zippo Slim is its size. Now, the Zippo Slim was actually originally invented for women. I don't remember the exact year. I actually had a bunch of books, a bunch of great books on Zippo's history, which has the information in it already. There's probably 3 or 4 different books. If you're into Zippos, you got to get the books. I have to say, every single Zippo book I ever bought was fantastic. I mean, just really written well, very, very informative. And there's probably, like I said, 5 or 6 at least on the market. They're definitely worth looking into if you have a big interest in Zippo lighters. But anyway, I would, if memory serves me correct, I think somewhere in the early to mid 40s, maybe late 40s, early 50s, they invented the Zippo Slim. And again, these were originally geared for women. It was a smaller, lighter design, mainly for purse carry, stuff like that. Let me give you a quick shot here. Here's the front, the two next to each other. As you can see, the Zippo Slim is thinner in width. Okay. As far as height, they are very, very similar. The Slim, if I hold these dead on, the Slim is, well, let me put them down flat. The Slim is just under, but I mean it's too close to even say how much. It's less than a centimeter. They're almost dead on as far as height. If I turn it sideways, you will see, you'll notice 2 things. You'll notice one, actually let me hold it like this so I can show you the tops. You'll notice that the Zippo Slim is not as fat, okay, or wide. I'm holding it this way, wide this way, okay. It's thinner this way as well as in the front. And you'll also notice that the hinge, again, put these side by side, the hinge is mounted up higher, okay, on the back. So you have a smaller lid on the Slim. Okay. As far as the insides go, they're almost identical. As far as form and function, they're pretty much the same. The only difference really is that the Slim has this curved insert on the bottom. It curves up. Now, I never really knew if that had a function behind it. I don't think so. I think it's just aesthetic. Probably just so that people aren't confused and they try to put a Slim in a full and go, what the heck's going on? Why isn't this fitting? If I had to guess, that would be my assumption as to why they went with a curved design here on the bottom. But as far as function, it's identical. Everything is the same except smaller. The wheel itself is the same size, but your cam here, this is your cam. Those are a little different. This is smaller. Obviously, the chimney is smaller. Please excuse the phone. I apologize for that. But everything else is identical. It takes the same size flints. That's something that people ask me sometimes. Hey, does the smaller Zippo take smaller flints? Nope, they're all the same. Totally, interchangeable. The actual screw, as you see here, and the flint tube and all that is exactly the same. As you'll notice that the felt pad on the bottom is smaller to obviously fit the smaller insert. Now the insert again is going to be, in size the same as the case. It's going to fit the case where it's smaller, both width and diameter. But it functions exactly the same. Now with this one, I actually pulled the wick up and bent it over to make a loop. Don't mind that. That's a separate, that's kind of an experiment I'm doing as far as saving fuel, but that's a separate video. Anyway, you know, it's pretty identical. The only thing you're really getting different here is the size. But again, as far as wicks and flints, they use the same exact wicks and flints, so you don't have to worry about getting special ones. You know, that's not really an issue here. So, you know, I don't really know what else to say. I mean, like I said, it's a smaller version, again, originally created for women. However, the Zippo Slim is not really, some people find it feminine. I honestly, I don't. I think it's cool. It's just another version of the Zippo. You are saving some space and weight. However, you're not saving a whole lot of space. I mean, if you're, you know, I don't know, if you're packing this lighter, I guess, for some kind of bag, you know, to go out in the woods, if you do choose a Zippo as your main tool for starting campfires and stuff like that, you know, are you saving a whole lot of room? Not really. I mean, you could see it here. You're saving, you know, millimeters. It's not a huge deal. As far as carrying in your pocket, is it going to be lighter? Yeah, when it's filled, it'll definitely be lighter. If that's an issue for you, that might be why you want to go with the Slim. But for me, it's not a big deal. The one con you're getting here is that a lot of people complain, even the full-size Zippo, it doesn't hold fuel for all that long. You know, it evaporates over time. So you can fill this up completely, and if you use your lighter, you know, a reasonable amount of time, it could be empty within a week in some cases. So you have to imagine that, you know what, with a smaller body like this, it's gonna go up even faster. I mean, you're going to get the same flame in here, so you have less burn time in a smaller one. So you have to ask yourself, well, you know, is it worth it for the little bit of space I'm saving? I'm getting less, you know, less flame overall. Well, you know, that's up to you. I'd say the Slims are really cool, again, from a standpoint of a collector. Zippos to me are extremely functional. They're great lighters, and there is thousands and thousands of people who use them, you know, for smoking cigarettes, all kinds of tasks as a lighter. However, there's even a bigger variety of people who collect. And this is an actual a poll that was done, and it's an interesting Zippo fact. But 1 out of every 4 people who own a Zippo actually collects them. And by collect, I mean have at least a dozen or more. Just a little tidbit there. It's a big collectible. So overall, the Zippo Slim is a better choice for a carry lighter. Well, again, that's up to personal opinion. You are losing some fuel space here, but you're gaining a little bit of you know, size. You know, as far as having less space it'll take up. But honestly, it doesn't really matter. It's preference. It's whatever you like more. Some people prefer the Slim. They like how it's just smaller. You know, it's a little lighter when it's filled, you know, as opposed to the full size. But I'd say general consensus, there's probably 9 out of 10 people, and this is a total guess, but I would say 9 out of 10 people probably prefer the large or regular size over the Slim. But it's cool, and I have to say, as far as collectors go, there are definitely more full size than there are Slim. But I know people who just collect the Slim just because they're a little harder to find. So anyway, that's my quick, well, not really quick, but that's my review of the Zippo Slim. Hope it was somewhat informative. Maybe you learned something. Maybe you didn't. But I appreciate you watching either way. So thanks again. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day.